I understand perfectly why people will say, psychiatrists help me. I mean, I had to say that again and again and again. They would never let me off the CTO unless I'd said that and told them how good and wonderful they were. Repeated stuff, that's brainwashing. Religions use it. Psychiatry is a form of a cult. It's a cult that's a regime. And it's a regime in so many countries that to try and escape it, not easy. It's not as though you can just sort of, I want to go to another country and stop being persecuted for hearing voices or thinking in a way that's outside the range of most people's understood sense. It's not necessarily going to happen unless you meet a group of people that are like-minded, support what you're saying, you support what they're saying, you all get along, and when somebody starts to go, don't like you, I can put you out, the group of people say, no. You know, so no, we understand. We understand this, and you can't do that, because we're collective. That's all it's about, really. So, psychiatrists just find people that are on their own. They've been marginalised for whatever reason. And if you want to go ahead and blame that person for being marginalised, that is really stupid. Because quite often they've been very people who have looked after other people. For me, for instance, I looked after a parent when I was a child. That meant my head was full of that person's trauma, full of the screams of suicidal rages that this parent had, and you have done that, every fortnight for 16, 18 years, and it has had quite an impact, and it also meant for me that associating with my peers, my teenage friends during school, I felt like a grandma compared to them. I felt like I had my head full of things I couldn't say. Well, I couldn't actually talk about these things because that would have got that parent institutionalised. And there's no reason to do that, and but that's the system. That was the system back then, and that's still the system here. They would have had that person on drugs, which is no good. You have a parent on neuroleptics, not fun. Dulled down, not able to talk. No. It was better that I did that, and then that I then found it hard to communicate with my peers, and they saw something in me that they were afraid of. Well, yeah, it was really scary when I was doing that, looking up at my parents. It's scary. I understand why they're afraid of that. I understand why they don't want to hear about it. So I understand why I don't want to talk about it too much in case it upsets the person involved. But here's the thing. I get quite all that time. I had no supervision, like counsellors do. And it was hard. And then it was hard to talk to other kids because I had scary stuff going on in my head because but I was also being a protector, a person who's looking after someone who's pushing, threatening death. And that's hard for most of those peers in my teenage years to understand. They never understand that. I couldn't expect them to. So anyway. So the grandmother didn't make that. That's, you look after a parent, you can hold it on them. In some way. Then, you know. So anyway, that's how I got alienated. And that's how I got isolated, and that's how I got marginalised. And that's also how I got really afraid. There's many other things that happen as well. So it's not just one thing, and I'm not blaming anyone here, I'm just saying circumstance, but I am blaming psychiatry. If psychiatry hadn't been there, my parents would have been okay. My community being something like a finished open dialogue system, then it would have been solved. It would have said, okay, the community is picking on this mother for being single and calling her names because she's got 5 children. And whose problem is this? It's the problem of a system. It's the problem of a community that supports some ideas, not others. And we're a family of artists. So